Okay, I haven't done an NHL video in well, I did a couple yesterday, but I haven't done a player video in a while. And my question is Mark Scheifele underrated? I've done one on Patrick Laine, I've done a Patrick Laine, Austin Matthews, I've done Crosby, McDavid, but is Mark Scheifele underrated? He currently has 7 goals in the playoffs as we stand. I'm recording this video, so if you watch this video down the line, this will be a bit dated, but he's currently scored 7 goals in the playoffs in 7 games, a goal a game. He is a driving force and an energy player on this Jets team. He did have an injury this season, so that's probably why he's not going to win in contention for any of the trophy nominations. Obviously, he had dislocated shoulder, which made him miss. He missed a fair few games, but the team carried on without him. He comes back in, they keep driving on. But no, his shoulder injury was quite serious. He had a dislocated shoulder, which set him back in his scoring a little bit for a while. When he came back into the side, he was a little bit slower on his scoring rate. However, these playoffs, he has shown himself to be a quality player. He's only had one playoff series before, 4 games against Anaheim in 2015 when they were swept. He has shown himself to be a leader, a future captain of the side. I have no doubt in that. He's outshining Patrick Laine and Blake Wheeler, who've had 2 higher scoring seasons than him. He's the top scoring player right now for the team. He's leading from the front. And people talk about Austin Matthews and the whole Toronto thing, but Austin Matthews actually had a very disappointing playoffs and had a very disappointing season compared to Laine. I think Mark Scheifele doesn't get the coverage he deserves because he's not playing in Toronto or Montreal. He's playing in Winnipeg, and we've discussed the Canadian media being East Coast centric, and maybe unintentionally having a bias or a bias. It depends. There are a lot of people who call Sportsnet Leafsnet, and that's fair criticism, I believe. But I do believe he's having a very underrated playoffs. I honestly do think he's undervalued by the Canadian media. He's a driving force in this team. And hey, they nicked a game on the road against Nashville. They have a very good chance of winning this series. This series may go to 7 games. They get to a conference final. They get to a Stanley Cup final. The Western Conference is bloody hard to get out of. The top teams in the Western Conference really are very evenly matched, and whoever gets through to the Stanley Cup final is going to be a very hard team to play against because they've had to win some very hard games, and there is no, how do I put it, fear there for those players. San Jose Vegas is 1-1 or 2-1 now. Yeah, it's 2-1 to Vegas. Nashville, Winnipeg is 1-1. That's going to be 2-1 tonight. These are tight series. These are very evenly matched teams in the West. And Mark Scheifele, I honestly believe, has been I wouldn't say the outstanding star of the playoffs, but he's not getting the attention he deserves. And he was instrumental in taking that game to overtime with 2 goals against Nashville in the overtime loss the other night. He was very instrumental in dragging that team over the line and saying we're not giving up. So I think he's underrated. I have a lot of time for Mark Scheifele. He's one of my favourite players, and I hope to see him carry on this form and hopefully get to the next round. Of course, Nashville fans will disagree, but I'm hoping he gets to the conference final and to the Stanley Cup final. I think he has put the effort in, and he's had a very serious injury this season. He's come back from a shoulder dislocation, so this is, I think, where he slipped on people's radars when he got injured. So that's that. Anyway, thank you very much for watching. That's my personal view on it. Please subscribe, place your comments below, and I'll have some more videos for you soon.